Hello, my name is Greg Klaumanzer, and in this video I'm going to be introducing the mindfulness communication technique. So what is the mindfulness communication technique? Well, it's a partnered practice where two people come together practicing a communicating and relating technique called mindful communication technique. Each person will take turns being an active listener and an active contemplator and communicator. This will happen for a designated period of time where people have an opportunity to practice balanced listening and balanced contemplation and communicating. It's very simple to learn, and I'd like to go over the steps with you now. So the basics of the mindfulness communication technique are really, we talk about positions. So it's two people facing each other. People can be sitting in a chair, could be sitting on pillows on a floor, but the most important thing is that the positions are each person is sitting in a comfortable distance from one another where there's good eye contact and you're at the same eye level. So the roles of each partner are unique. One person will be the contemplator and communicator. This is also known as the speaking partner. And one of the partners will be an open and non-judgmental listener. This will be the listening partner. Each partner will have an opportunity to practice mindfulness in the role of speaking, and also mindfulness in the role of being a good listener. To begin the mindfulness communication technique, there needs to be a predetermined instruction in which both parties agree they'll be working on. The instructions for the mindfulness communication technique are many and varied depending on what one is looking to make improvements or gains on in their life. A very simple one would be something like this. Tell me what you're most present to now. That would be an instruction. So for example, if it were you and I practicing, we would be sitting across from each other. One person would start out giving the instructions. In this case, it would be me. I would be the listening partner. So I would give the instructions once and only once to you. And I would say this. Tell me what you're most present to now. So that's the role of the listening partner, to give an instruction, give it once and only once. And once they give that instruction, they become an active and non-judgmental listener. Your role in this situation to begin with would be the contemplator and communicator. So the first step for you as the contemplator and communicator would be to receive the instructions that I just gave you. So you would have to take in that instruction and reflect and ask yourself, what is it I'm most present to right now? You would take all the time you need to reflect and notice what arises in your consciousness. You're mindful and present to whatever arises in your consciousness. Could be a thought, could be a feeling, could be a sensation, could be phenomena of some sort. Whatever it is that arises in your consciousness, communicate that to your partner. In this case, it would be me. So you would communicate whatever arises in your consciousness. Your job is to communicate, get yourself understood, get yourself across to me, your partner, in this situation. Once you've communicated whatever arose in your consciousness, as the listening partner, I'm here to listen without evaluating or judging you in any way. And when you're complete, I acknowledge you with simply a thank you or I got it. At which case the roles will reverse. I will now be the contemplating and communicating partner, and you will be the one giving the instructions. So now, what are the instructions? Well, in this case, the instructions are, tell me what you're most present to now. And so you would give me that instruction. I would receive that instruction. I would contemplate or self-reflect. What is it I'm most present to in the moment? I notice what arises in my consciousness, and I communicate that to you, my partner in this example. This is the basics of the mindfulness communication technique. Once I've completed my communication, you'll simply acknowledge me with thank you, and the roles will reverse. And this process goes back and forth for a predetermined amount of time, typically 30 or 40 minutes, sometimes shorter depending on the inquiry. If you have any questions about the mindfulness communication technique, please feel free to contact me. You can find out how to contact me in the information below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy this practice.